Thanks, Polly, you lovely thing. OK, it's time for our first big guest. He's known to millions of people as Alf Stewart from Five's Home and Away, and he's a proper top Aussie bloke. Now he's come all the way from down under to star in Panto over here. Welcome to Studio 5, Raymer! Thank you. Watching him, and here he is. Okay, 22 years you've been doing this.
Yes, it's a lifetime.
Amazing.
Wow. Isn't it?
Did you ever think when you started it would have been that long?
No. I mean, they wanted everybody to sign for 2 years.
Wow.
And I was between mini-series and sort of thought that was a lifetime. So I said, no. And then they said, will you do a year? And I said, no, will you do 6 months? So I said, oh, all right. And that was 22 years ago.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Have you ever wanted to leave? I mean, nothing ever tempted you away, so why stay?
No, there was a one point in the middle when we've had 5 producers over that period of time. 4 of them were very good. During the reign of the other...
Wasn't such a happy shit.
I was, exactly. I was tempted to leave, but I didn't, and it's been a terrific time ever since.
Can I ask, was there any rivalry between Home and Away and Neighbours? Did people want to jump ship and go to the other, or anything like that?
Can they?
They possibly could, and a few have. In fact, Craig McLaughlin was on Neighbours and then joined us on Home and Away for 3 years. Guy Pearce did both for a minute, not too long with us, but a little bit. And look what it did to his career. But no, not too many, and there's no rivalry really. I mean, sometimes the kids sort of see it as a bit of competition, but the older actors see both shows as fairly successful, and it's great that they're both successful because it gives a lot of work to a lot of people.
Which one's more popular over in Australia, would you say?
Home and Away?
Hey!
No, about 50%.
Really?
Oh,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
And it's so successful. I mean, we show it here on Channel 5.
Thank you.
What do you think? It's no problem. What do you think the appeal is, the lasting appeal?
Oh, I don't know. Look, I think in this climate, you know, in your winter, the sun on the surf and the sand's pretty appealing. And then hopefully we do relevant stories from time to time, and some of them are rubbish from time to time. But by and large, I think it tries to deal with teenage issues in a responsible way, basically.
Definitely. And you've had so many great stars that have come out of it. I mean, obviously yourself, that's without saying, you know, and then there's Guy Pearce, but Danny Minogue was in it, wasn't she? Isla Fisher, who's gone on to be a huge Hollywood star. Do you ever kind of catch up with any of those guys? I
caught up with Danny at an awards night in Australia last year, actually, and it was absolutely fantastic. Just to say hello and tell a few lies and have a few quiet bevies. It was really, really nice, and I'm delighted she's doing so well over here. It's great.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she? Let's have. We've got a picture of her actually in her Home and Away days. Let's have a look at her. Oh my goodness!
She's changed, hasn't she? Changed.
She does look different.
How long ago would that have been, do you reckon?
Probably 20 years ago.
Wow.
Was it really?
You guys going to get to meet up, right?
I don't know. Panto's fairly unrelenting, really, Ian. You know, I mean, it just goes on, and we open on Saturday, and then it's 2 shows a day every day from there on, as Melinda well knows.
Yeah, because I was... you came to see us, didn't you? I was in Cinderella with Bobby Davro.
I did. You can't help bad luck working with Davro. I've done it 3 times and would love to do it again, but I know what you mean. Yes, I did come to see you. Well, wonderful. In Woking.
Yeah, that's right. And where are you going to be this year?
Tunbridge Wells. We open next Saturday. We're there until the 3rd of January, and it's a fantastic show.
You're going to be
Captain Hook in Peter Pan, yes. And we've got Chris Pizzi from the Basil Brush Show, Sarah Jane Buckley, who was in Hollyoaks, and a lovely young Cinderella called Jessica Punch, who is just fantastic. It really is shaping...
Not as good as my Cinderella. Oh, no, it's not Cinderella.
No. Oh, not as good as your Cinderella, because it's Peter Pan.
Wendy. Did you know I wasn't dancing on that? What we've got here, we've got to clear a few things up, because we all, as soon as we knew you were coming on, it was like the first thing that came to mind, please don't be offended, was flaming galah.
What's a flaming galah?
Yeah, what is a flaming galah?
A galah is a bird a little bit like a cockatoo without the funny thing on its head, and they're pink-chested, grey-winged, and they're particularly stupid.
Oh, sounds a bit like me.
Yeah, there you go, you flaming galah. But we have got a sneaky little clip of tomorrow's show where Miles tells Alf that Kirsty is not only leaving him, but also Summer Bay.
Oh, my God.
Take a look.
Wow. We've got to stop.
Is Romeo about?
I just left. Why?
Oh, John Palmer wants his bloody reckon he didn't show up for work this morning. What about Ollie and Kirsty? Did they take off early too?
She's gone. She took Ollie. She left tonight. She's not coming back.
Well, when did this happen?
Last night. When I came home, I went up to the bedroom and found her letter. That's why she made sure I went to that PNC meeting. Why she cooked that dinner. Why she made a big deal when I was heading out. She knew she wasn't going to be here when I got back.
Wow. Very tense.
I'm absolutely shocked.
Yeah, shocking.
What a strumpet, just to take off like that.
Strumpet, disgusting. But what else is going on in the show? Can you tell us about any other big storylines that are coming up?
Contractually, no, but since I'm trying to get out, they'll sack me and so on. Miles actually is heading for a bit of rough water. She does leave him, she does take the child, and he has a few little mental problems coming up in the future. So it's a bit interesting, yeah. And he's a wonderful actor, the guy that plays Miles, Josh Kwong Tart. He's a funny guy. His name was Josh Tart. That was his surname, and then he found out when he was a teenager, he found out that way back he had a Chinese great-grandfather called Kwong. And he said to his parents, "Why did you take Kwong out of my name? I'm proud of it. I'm going to be called Kwong Tart from this point on." And he also put an LP out, a little CD, or whatever you call them these days, a little CD, with a girl called Genevieve Lemon, who's a wonderful actress over there, and they called it a bit of lemon tart.
Like it.
You know, obviously you're over here to do the Panto, you're going to be spending Christmas. Are you happy to be spending Christmas over here?
Yeah, very happy
You
to
got
be.
your family over and everything? Or?
No, my missus comes over in between Christmas and New Year, so that's great. On Christmas Day, people say, you know, what are you doing Christmas Day? Oh, what are you doing Christmas Day? All that far away from home.
It's the only one day
and all
off
of
you
that.
get, though, isn't it?
Exactly right. This girl knows.
I know all about it.
So you don't care where you are, it's just a day off.
It's just a flop. You know, because often, with the utmost respect, when you go to people's places, it's a bit like a personal appearance. You do have to make an effort. You can't just sit there and say, I'm
Watch
tired.
telly and eat.
You've got to do all the stuff. And so 2 shows a day up until then and 2 shows a day straight after that. It's really nice just to go, isn't it?
Really, absolutely.
It's been fabulous. What can you say, Ray? It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Don't forget, if you want to see him in the flesh, Ray's in Panto this year. He's playing Captain Hook, like we said, in Peter Pan at the Assembly Hall Theatre in Tunbridge Wells. From Saturday, of course, you can see him as Alf, Home and Away every weekend here at 5. But let's hear it for him again.
Hey!
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, sir.
Right, well, we'll be back after the break with loads more live from Studio 5.